Hello, hi guys. Welcome you all to the DevOps Delight YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to see yet another task of our 100 days of DevOps tasks challenge. I am here on the Chrome browser. Let me type engineer.kodekloud.com/practice. Hit enter. I directly got these tasks UI because I auto-saved my password and username. In your case, it may differ. It will prompt you to enter your username and password. Once you have given those details, you will also get the same screen as like me. Let me click on the start button. As part of our 100 days of DevOps task challenge, today we will see day 53, resolve value means issue in Kubernetes task. Let me click on the start button. It may take 1 or 2 minutes to load our task. Meanwhile, I'm skipping the video here for a while. Okay, we got our task. First, let me read the task, then we will look into the solution. We encountered an issue with our Nginx and PHP-FPM setup on the Kubernetes cluster this morning, which halted its functionality. Investigate and rectify the issue. The pod name is nginx-php-fpm and config map name is nginx-config. Identify and fix the problem. Once resolved, copy /home/tar/index.php file from the jump host to the nginx-container within the nginx document root. After this, you should be able to access the website using website button on the top bar. Note: the kubectl utility on jump host is configured to operate with the Kubernetes cluster. Alright, first let me click on this website. 404 not found Nginx. Okay, we will get 404 error mostly if some files were broken. But let's see. So first let me do the kubectl get pods to see all the pods. We have only one pod named nginx-php-fpm kubectl get cm config map. We have two config maps, nginx-config and kubroot cacrt. All right. Now let me describe the pod. Kubectl describe pod nginx-php-fpm. Here we have one container php-fpm-container and the nginx-container. We have two containers here. All right. Now let me do the kubectl get pod and our pod name nginx-php-fpm-o wide to see more details. Ready 2x2 running. This is the IP address and this is the node. Now let's check for the logs of our containers. We have two containers, right? Let's check the logs of them. Kubectl logs and our pod name nginx-php-fpm-c. First, let's check the logs of our Nginx container. Paste it here. Enter. Let me check for other container. Remove this one. Paste it. Enter. FPM is running, ready to handle connections. Here is having some issues with our Nginx file. C404 something issue related to files configuration. Okay, now let me check for the config map. Kubectl get config map and then name of our config map nginx-config, right? So let me type it here. What is the value modes they have there? We will check it. Then we can compare it with our pod value modes. Nginx to serve files on shared volumes of var www/html. Here in our pod where it is kubectl describe pod nginx-php-fpm. For nginx container, it is on the user share nginx/html. For the php-fpm container, it is var www/html. So this is the correct path. But for nginx container, it is in different path. You see user share nginx/html. Okay, it should be var www/html. All right, we can able to find out the issue. Now first let me get the YAML configuration of our pod. Kubectl get pod nginx-fpm -o YAML. Let me put it inside pod.yaml. Okay, now let me do the ls. We have pod.yaml here. Let me edit it via pod.yaml. Come all the way. See here. mount path of our php container is at var www/html. So this is what it is configured in the config map. But when it comes to our nginx container, here it is user share nginx/html. It should be changed. Okay, let me edit it. Press I var/www/html. Alright, now let me escape :x enter. Let me delete the pod kubectl delete pod nginx -php fpm kubectl get pod. We have no resources right now. Now let me do the kubectl apply -f pod.yaml kubectl get pods up and running. Now let me go here, refresh the page. It is the 403 forbidden. Earlier it is 404. Now it is 403. If we are getting 403 means we have nothing to display. There is now first task is completed. Second task is we have to copy /home/star/index.php file from jump host to the nginx-container. Alright, so let me do the kubectl cp. This is the source file. Let me copy it, paste it here, and then name of our pod. So if in case we are having any namespace, we need to give the namespace and then pod name colon and the destination path, and finally we have to give the container name if we have multiple containers. If we are having any single container, or else even though we are having multiple containers, if we want our data to be copied into the first container in the YAML file, then we don't need to give the -c. Okay, right now we are in the default namespace, right? So I'm not giving any namespace, and our pod name is nginx-php fpm, and I need to copy it into the nginx document root. So that will be /var/ww/html. This is the path that we need to copy. We need to copy into the nginx-container, right? So we have to specify -c nginx-container, right? Hit enter, command terminated. This path is wrong. We have to copy it into some other. Our .root path can be seen here. So our www/html. So this is the path where we need to copy. Yeah, I got it from the config map. We have that path, right? Value mod path. So that is where I got this path. So this is the one. Enter. Now it is copied. Now let me go to this website and refresh it. Yes, we got our home page. Alright, so as we have completed the task, let me click on this check button to validate our work. Click on confirm. Yes, we did it right. Congratulations. That's it for this video, guys. See you in another video with yet another task of our 100 days of DevOps task challenge. Till then, keep learning, keep practicing. Thank you.